So I'll kind of stop, again, I'll stop there, apologies, but I think if you think about some of the aspects of loyalty, so how can we do a better job with some of our loyalty programs? How can we partner better with our suppliers? This is an interesting example. So you may agree, you may not agree, you may disagree with some of what they're trying to do here, but I think it's a good example of innovation in a store that's happening, and this is something obviously that they've invested quite a lot of time and money into, and really trying to partner better with suppliers. So I think it's an interesting example, and again, perhaps something that we could speak about later. Finally, coming back to the UK, many of you know Screwfix. So Screwfix has been doing for a while what I talked about earlier. So they've got a great app, so their mobile app, they've figured out mobile in a good way, and they allow you to simply see, okay, if I'm looking for this specific product that I need, I have the choice. I can go into the store and buy it, or I can order it online. Really easy, it's all integrated, and I can see there, this is the product that I'm after, next day delivery, or I collect it in store, there's 6 left in the shop, probably safe, I can go into the shop and pick it up. So again, technically it can be pretty hard to do. Working with a lot of retailers, I know this type of integration is not easy to do, but I think it's beneficial to consumers, and it's something that's worth the extra investment and time that it would take to develop this. So I think it's something that we should take seriously. Coming on to Argos, Argos has for a long time thought pretty hard about mobile. So they've realized that, again, a lot of the searches and a lot of the actual lower funnel activity of consideration and purchase activity is happening on mobile. So they've done a lot to harness this and really improve the way that you can shop with a lot of their mobile apps and tablet apps, so that they see 20% of their sales are coming from mobile. And this is an old slide. So this slide is half a year old. So I would wager it's much, much higher than this today, and it's growing very fast. So again, I think good example of Argos taking advantage of mobile and doing an excellent job with a lot of the offers and the apps that they have in that space. So I'm going to leave us with a video and then open it up for discussion. So this is something, I'll show you the video. I'm not going to kind of give away what the story is, but when you're watching this, keep in mind this is actually something that's live. It is in California, so different things happen in California, but this is something that's really live in a shop in California. So I'll show you the video, and if you told me a year ago there were going to be robots in stores doing customer service, I would have thought you're crazy, but take a look at this and
we work
chat.
with groups and with people and with startups and organizations that no one would think Lowe's would work with. My name is Kyle Nell, and I'm the Executive Director of the Lowe's Innovation Labs. Lowe's Innovation Labs is here to build new technologies to solve consumer problems with uncommon partners. We focus on making science fiction a reality. Retail really hasn't changed much in the last couple hundred years. The robots are the first thing that can really change the customer experience.
Hello, I am Oshbot, the Orchard Store Robot Helper. What are you looking for today?
The robot will come up to you and will say, "Hi, what can I help you with?"
Where can I find more of these?
I'm looking for hammers.
Me gustaría comprar esto.
Can you place the object in my viewfinder? Is this the item you are looking for?
Yes.
I'll take you.
Once you show the robot the item, it will then navigate you to where that item can be found.
The robot has multiple sensors and is able to navigate inside of the store. It creates a map overnight. So the next day in the morning, the robot knows where the products are located.
I'll take you to the Plum 16-ounce flat contoured handle hammer.
One of my favorite parts of the robot is its ability to speak multiple languages.
Seguro que Martillo gustaría. ¿Puedo hablar con un experto en plomería? Claro, te pongo en contacto.
It allows you to connect remotely with another store associate in a different location.
Hola, soy Sara. ¿Cómo le puedo ayudar hoy?
SU Labs and the Lowe's Innovation Lab are working together to experiment with exponentially accelerating technologies to really rethink how retail is done.
Lowe's is one of those amazing organizations on the planet. They have an executive team that really thinks about how to deploy new technologies in very creative new ways.
3D scanning, autonomous navigation, natural language processing, collision avoidance, all of these things come together to make the robot a wholly different experience than anything in retail right now.
I think it's a tool for our associates that really delivers on our promise of being an 80-year-old startup.
De hecho, creo que volvería a marchar por el robot.
I actually really liked it, and we could be considered friends.
The world and the future of the world, everything is tech.
I think we're exactly in robotics where computing was 30 years ago. We see every day vacuum cleaners, robots helping manufacturing cars. This is going to start growing exponentially.
The Oshbot is going to go live in an Orchard Supply hardware store in San Jose.
So again, so it's something that's actually live today, and really to kind of try to push our thinking today a little bit. It's something that's actually happening. So that's the last slide. So that's all that I have. But again, I really wanted to show you a little bit around kind of just the broad trends that we see as Google in the market, a little bit about what Google is trying to do there. And I think a lot of that is around, to me, it's a lot around partnering better with retailers, looking at a lot of the data that we have, especially on mobile, and how we can create better experiences and products there. And then try to be a bit inspired and think about some of the different things that bricks and mortars companies are doing, because a lot of them are doing interesting things. So I don't know, Bjorn, if there are questions, or open it up to a bit of discussion. I don't know how much time we have.
I think definitely we should open it up.
So any talks? Yeah, hi.
Neelesh from Scala Consulting. You spoke about purchases on Google and which will be fulfilled by the retailers.
Yeah.
How is it going to be different from the Amazon model? And what will be the value to the customers who are going to use purchases on Google then?
Yeah, I think what Google's doing, and again, so this is all off the record, but I think the question was around how is it different from Amazon in terms of the buy button, the purchase button on Google. So to me, just in my opinion, I think it provides the retailer an opportunity to take a bit more control, obviously, to do that fulfillment. So a lot of the customer experience is really going to be down to the retailer, because that fulfillment is going to happen through the retailer. So I think then it's going to be down to the retailer to deliver, right? So it provides an opportunity for them to, I think, overachieve and do very well, because Google is not. You saw the Google Express example, which is different. So in that case, that's more of a pilot where Google is doing some fulfillment. But with the buy button, it's looking to really hand, as you saw from the Staples quote, hand a lot of that experience to the retailer and just take out friction by allowing the consumer to purchase. So that's my take on it. I think it's an interesting conversation. Again, it's just launched this summer in the US, so it's still very new. So I think there'll be a lot of learnings, and we'll see, we'll see if that gets big, and we'll see if that doesn't get big. There's been a lot of talk about it, and we'll see how that grows and how that scales, and if it does in a big way.
You spoke about Google Express kind of being, and your involvement in the fulfillment side of that.
Yeah.
How much of a line do you think there is, or should there be, between the technology side and the fulfillment side? So, to take the Google Express example, is that actually Google doing the fulfillment, or is that a partner organization?
That's a good question. So I don't know the answer to the question. Is Google actually doing that fulfillment in Google Express, or did we outsource, or is that a partner? I think it's Google. Well, we can dig into that and probably look into it more, but I think Google, I don't think they've done a lot of delivery with drones yet, say, but I know Google is always experimenting in Google Labs with things that are different and interesting. So my guess is they would be looking to find innovative ways to make delivery better, or to make delivery easier. But I do think, as per the first question, that Google, as compared to other people in the marketplace, think about this in a very different way. So in a lot of cases, Google has a very important partnership with a lot of retailers because of our advertising business, and increasingly because of our business with Google Apps. So this presentation is running on Google Slides, right? So we're looking to partner in a lot of different ways, and I would say that Google is very careful about the way, in most cases, that it partners with retailers. So it's quite mindful. So I think the approach of Google is somewhat unique in the marketplace, and hopefully it's a good partnership for all sides, for the customer first and for retailers. Again, that's my view on it.